Good morning, everybody. I'm doing something today that I've never done before, and that is a product review of some magnetic socket organizers that I bought from Harbor Freight, their Vevor brand. And I had never heard of this Vevor brand until just recently, a few months ago. And so I thought, they're pretty cheap, and I'll give it a shot. I'll show you what I have here and why I'm doing this review. Sorry. Bear with me. This is, like I said, this is the first time that I've ever attempted doing anything like this. But the reason I'm doing it is because in checking these out before I purchased them, I did some research and looked at several of the reviews that I did find. None of them showed what I was impressed with, and I'll get into that. But so bear with me as I'm stumbling through this, and we'll try to get you a good review here. So let me turn it around, and there we go. So here's what I got: the magnetic socket organizer set, and it's metric and SAE. And it's enough for the 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch, and 1/2 inch drive. And again, $35, $34.95, free shipping for me. I don't know about anybody else, but I had free shipping, and very decent. I got them. I'm not going to go over the unboxing because that seems silly to me. Okay, I took them out of the box. Here's the way they were packaged, so on and so forth. They were each individual one. Now, they didn't come with the sockets. I'm showing some sockets here, but they didn't come with sockets. But they were individually wrapped in bubble wrap, and a couple of them were stuck together. They had them back to back on the magnetic side. And boy, let me tell you what, those magnets are powerful. And I'll try to show you, that's one of the things that I was impressed with. I'll try to show you how powerful they are here. So I have a toolbox set of Cobalt brand. Let's see here, let me get the Cobalt toolkit. And I was surprised when I took all of the sockets out and I put them into these holders. I was surprised how many I didn't have. Now I'm only missing, I think, maybe one socket out of the set. But you can see a bunch of empty holes here that I don't have. Now, I'll start with the 1/4 inch drive. Okay. And the first thing that I noticed when I took them out of the box was the thickness of the magnetic base that holds the sockets in, and how powerful they were when I tried to pull those two apart. It was, like I said, I had a difficult time. Now, the other thing that I was concerned with in looking at the pictures online that I saw before I ordered them, I'll try to show here. This is my monitor. I couldn't really read the markings there. Now, I know that the focus on the picture might not have been great, but I was kind of concerned with that. I thought, why are they not zooming in there and showing the actual numbering and everything? But it's very easy to read, very easy. And I have bad eyes, so hey. But anyway, yeah, they're all easy to read. They're great. They're great. The quality, the strength, I thought, okay, is this going to be some cheap plastic, real lightweight and everything? No, they were I'm impressed. And I'm pretty picky when it comes to stuff like that. But again, I thought for the price, what the heck? If I get something that's a piece of junk, well, at least I'm not out the price of some of the others that I've seen online. So let me go over this a little bit. As I said, the one thing I noticed was how many sockets I don't have, and that was a pretty big toolbox set of tools that I got. It's not one of the little handyman tool sets or anything. It was a decent mechanics tool set. I don't remember how many piece set it was or anything, but there were several that I didn't have. Okay, the first thing I want to show you is, I was also kind of concerned with how strong the magnets hold the sockets in. Are they just going to fall out right away if I mount them on my toolbox sideways? Well, no, they're not. Now I'm going to give it a little shake test here. And I tell you what, they are not falling out. They don't even, yeah. Now, granted, these are the 1/4 inch. I'll get to the 1/2 inch drive in a second. But I did the same thing, and man, I couldn't get them to come out. I was shaking them vigorously. So once again, on the 1/4 inch, we have 4 millimeter all the way through 14, and then on the deep well, 4 millimeter through 14. The SAE, I've got 1/8 all the way up through 5/8, and 1/8 through 5/8 on the deep well also. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside here. If I can find a place. Here we go. Nice camera work, huh? Sorry, guys. Let's see, the 3/8 drive. Here we go. There's that one, and that's the 1/2 inch. Here we go. Here's the 3/8. Okay. Again, okay, there's one that's, well, it was starting to come out. Okay, let's see if I can get that to fall out. No, it went right back into place. 3/8 drive, shake test, upside down. They're holding. They're holding good. They're not just going to fall out somehow. So again, thickness of that magnetic base is incredible. Oh, there it picked up a little piece of something. There we go. Anyway, like I said, I've never done a review on something, but I just thought, you know what, these deserve it. And especially with the concerns that I had watching the other reviews online and what they lacked as far as what I wanted to see, the things that I was uncertain about. Deep well, 1/4 inch through 1 inch. Okay, this is again the 3/8 drive. 1/4 inch through 1 inch. Metric, 6 millimeter, all the way up steady through 20. Again, 6 millimeter, all the way up through 20. Okay. So very good. Now, the big boys. The 1/2 inch drive. Okay. Let me pull these out. There we go. Again, I'm missing a lot on the 1/2 inch drive, but that set that I got isn't, it didn't include the large ones. So I'm going to start with the metric here this time. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, up through 20, 21. Now the add, I'm not sure. I think that's just maybe for an adapter or something, just an extra. It's an added hole. There you go. That's what it is. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, all the way up through 27. So, wow. Really good. The 1/2 inch drive, 3/8, 7/8. There's an added hole. 15 16ths, 1 inch, 16th, 1/8, 3/16, all the way up to 1 1/4. Okay, let's shake these bad boys out. I know you can't see it very well, but I am really trying to get those things out, and they're not. They're not. So now taking them out, I mean, isn't hard, but I mean, they're in there. If you pull it straight out, you lift the whole case. But if you kind of tilt it a little bit and pull it out, it comes out real nice. Anyway, guys, that is the Vevor magnetic socket organizer set. 6-piece, six different holders for 1/4 inch drive, 3/8 drive, and 1/2 inch. And I'm impressed. So with that, see ya.